10-point lead at about the 2-minute mark. So just what did those last, the effort in that last 2 minutes say about your team?
I mean, I guess it's one of those things you're supposed to be excited because we started scrambling and having a sense of urgency. I mean, yeah, we didn't lay down. Okay, that doesn't mean a whole lot to us. That's what you're supposed to do. So I appreciate that you want to acknowledge that, but we had bigger problems on the night that we just didn't come to play defensively. We were really easy to play against in that first half. Offensively, we gave into their physicality. It was not new for us. We saw it in Atlanta, and we just didn't handle it very well. And then we had a bunch of long faces, because it wasn't easy. Shots weren't going in all the time. And we just didn't respond to hard very well today at all.
And then just what was the sort of conversation at halftime? You held them to 25% from the field in that third quarter. They, of course, flipped that going into the fourth quarter. So just what can you say about the adjustments of the third quarter defense and where that fell off in the fourth quarter?
Well, we really feel like playing hard is not an adjustment. And that's what we had to do at halftime. We had to make an adjustment and play hard. And we did. And in the fourth quarter, if you started watching, we lost our ball pressure again. We didn't guard again. So we did it for one quarter today. And that's just not a path that we can take, not against a good team like Atlanta.
Went with the change about a minute into the third quarter going from BC to Diamond. Was that kind of the thought process of Diamond's ball pressure is just
attack.
Lift it?
Can't play soft. We needed some aggression, and Diamond gave us that. And then she was in there at a stretch, a crucial stretch. We cut it to 3, and then our offense went south, and our decision making. You're understanding that in those moments, it's now about your big 3. Put your big 3 in actions. And we're throwing the ball to Diamond, who's not even open. Courtney needed to kind of put the ball on her hip and run the team. And we just didn't get that, from those 3 players. I mean, obviously, Fia was terrific, but we needed our complete big 3. They were getting help from others outside their big 3. And, great games for, someone like Caldwell scores it, Story scores it. And those were in key stretches. And I just thought when we had our chances, we needed a little bit better offense. Just didn't happen.
Is that what you'd kind of equate it to as more of that decision-making kind of in those clutch moments? I mean, obviously, like you said, Fee seemed to really be looking for her shots, but whether it was Courtney or T or Diamond, it just kind of seemed like maybe some mental mistakes.
Yeah, I mean, I thought that Fee was the only one that was playing with great aggression. I mean, obviously, she was terrific today. I mean, in look at that box score of hers. I mean, it's incredible. She just didn't get much help today, and that was unfortunate.
On the note, though, of some of that help, and you spoke just about Diamond there coming off the bench, but, Natisha getting some crucial minutes there, especially in the fourth quarter with scoring. Also, Shepard, who we talked about before the game. I guess just what did you see from those two particularly in the game?
Jess is always going to give us the same thing. She was battling. It's a tough matchup, obviously, going against BG. But Jess, as you saw, gave us hustle plays and, had a couple. I think she had a nice, tough finish. But again, I thought there were stretches that maybe that group was out there that our decision making on who should be taking shots and the type of shots. That doesn't become equal opportunity. I'm a big believer in that. And non-rhythmic shots is just against everything we believe in. And I thought T took one. We had like 3 in a row. Courtney came down and jacked a 3, didn't make it. Next possession, right, Jess takes a hard shot. And then T takes a shot behind the screen. We haven't even gotten moving in the offense yet. Misses a 3. Boom, boom, boom. Next thing you know, we don't guard at the other end, and now it's back to trying to, manage being down 9 or 10. So did they give us some energy? Yeah, for sure. We needed a little more, intelligence in our work that we had done to get us back in it. And, we'll learn from it. Our point guard, obviously, when she's great, we don't lose. But I didn't think that she was, herself today.
And then another quick one, obviously just happened at the end of the game, but Atlanta looked like went down, kind of rolled her right ankle.
Yeah.
I just wasn't sure if she seemed in good spirits in the locker room, had a chance to check in on her. Obviously came back to the end of the bench, but.
Yeah, that's an ongoing issue for her.
You mentioned kind of the untimely shots. Was that kind of the thought process of going away from BC, or was she just kind of having an off game? It seemed like she had a couple weird BC possessions.
Well said. it's not her day.
Yeah, Cheryl, this team has always been really good at figuring out what's wrong and fixing it.
Yeah.
Why didn't that happen today?
It did. It did defensively. It's one of those things. It's like, why didn't it happen? I mean, like, I guess if I could see it coming, if I could hit it off, those sort of things. I was a little surprised. With just I think more our defense than anything. I think when our point of attack is really soft. I thought, from a scheme standpoint, like I told the coaches, we have to understand who we are, and creating our own breaks for our defense is when we're at our best. And we didn't get to that until second quarter. And we started to get a little more aggressive. And then, we continued it in the third, and then stopped in the fourth. Like, why? I don't know. I saw some faces out there that was a little bit uncharacteristic, a little more, woe was me kind of looks. And you guys are watching. You can see the looks in their eyes or some give in to us. I'm not used to seeing that. So hopefully that's a rare thing for us.
Yeah, you've played a lot of games in a short period of time. There's been a lot of conversation about the compacted schedule. I wonder if maybe this is not trying to hand an excuse to anyone, because I
Good.
know excuses don't work around
Yeah.
here. But I wonder if it's just a case of maybe one night when your players are just kind of mentally just not there.
I mean, because of the schedule, we were mentally not there for sure. I don't think the schedule has anything to do with it, to be very honest with you. Yeah, the team we just played's been on the road, and come from the West Coast, the East Coast. They've been sitting here in Minnesota for a couple days. I mean, that's not easy to do either. So.
And this is your second game against the Dream. You have one more to go. Both of these games have been very hard fought. Are the Dream one of those teams that you may have to just spend a little bit more time to figure them out, or is this just an execution thing, in playing them?
I mean, playing defense. We didn't. I mean, again, I don't think it was hard for people to see. The aggression was them, and we were sporadic in our aggression. When we did it, I thought it was pretty effective. Obviously, BG had a game, but again, I didn't. Our ball pressure, like we went back and watched the halftime. Our schemes in trying to make it difficult to throw it in starts with ball pressure, and they just finding BG. Sucks to be the big when that's happening. So we didn't bring it defensively. We haven't taken many L's this year. A couple of them have been our lack of defense. A couple of them has been just not good enough offensively.